Yeah, I will.
Alrighty. Hey, you're first, Jeff. Alrighty. Hey, everybody, welcome to Sunday Night Live. I didn't post it, except for just a little while ago. I wanted to make sure I could get here. But where am I at and what are we doing? Well, where I'm at, I'm actually at a location where I've done several stealth camps. And I was talking to Miss 2.0 a little bit earlier, and I said, hey, I got to do a couple Sunday Night Live. It was hot at the house, and she's at work. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to come to a place that I've been thinking about because I did a stealth camp about 15 months ago under a concrete pier, which is right over here. There's people fishing on it right now, but we hung our hammock under there, and that video only ever got about 800 views in 15 months. So I was thinking of not reposting it, but putting the link in the community tab so you guys can go back and watch that, because that was actually about 3 weeks prior to my stroke. And then there's a bridge way down there, which I'll show you here in a little while. But the bridge way down there is the bridge that I did the Stealth Camping Alliance Challenge under, which was the March Bridge Challenge. Or was it February? It was the Bridge Challenge, but that was 27 hours before my stroke. And I thought this would be a great spot. I was hoping we'd get a sunset, but I think with all the fires in California, we're going to have a little bit of a rough time. Now, I didn't put the phone on the right side, so I got to zip through the comments here. So, hey, Benny, how are you doing? Derek Smith, how are you doing? Running Deer Outdoors, you're here. Yes, you are. And Jeff, you are first. Me first, me first. I love it. All right. So, hey, Green Hubs, I got your text. I just didn't get a chance to text you back, but I'm doing great. All right. So we're gonna, there's 14 people on. We got 5 thumbs up already. So yeah, I'm gonna spin it around here just for a second, just to kind of show you. All right, so way down there is the bridge where I did the 27 hours prior to the stroke. And then right over there, see that concrete point? I actually hung in a hammock in February, last February, a year ago, and I hung in that hammock. It was a cold night. There was ice all over the water. It was amazing. But I brought my fishing boat. Well, I don't want to give it away. You're going to have to go watch it. But out of all my stealth camping videos, I noticed that one just never got any views. Hardly any. So I was, like I said, I'm going to put that one up in the community tab. And if you guys want to go over and check that one out, I'd greatly appreciate it. But this is the Susquehanna River, all right, one of the oldest rivers in the world. Now it comes up, and we're standing on an island, so it goes up on the if you're looking at the point, looking upriver, it goes around this island on the right. Hey, guy, how are you doing? Hey, Richard. And then on this side, it continues and goes up, and then joins together on the other side of this island. There's a bridge and railroad tracks that come on both sides to get you to the little town of Northumberland. Think Nori, they call it. And then you can head over to the other side and head up the river that way as well. But what's neat, I think this is called the West Branch. Right over here on the other side of that bridge is the West Branch of the Susquehanna River. All right, and so the Susquehanna River runs right to my house. Hey, if you're south of here, maybe I'll hop on an air tube and come visit. But there is a dam down there that goes across. It's the largest fiber dam in the world, which is down there as well. And that they inflate that every year, and that makes this lake, which is Lake Augusta. So I forget how many acres. It's in that video. I talk about it a lot. But hey, 11 thumbs up. I appreciate that. Yeah. And your name's Jimmy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You mind being on camera?
All right.
All right. Come on, Jimmy.
Some photos.
Yeah. So Jimmy is a photographer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's down here taking pictures and stuff. And he came over. He didn't want to get in my shot because he thought I was filming that way right before we went live. But talking to Jimmy, he does a lot of photography, and he's got an Instagram as well as Facebook, right?
Facebook, yeah, Jimmy Ty Photography, Tighe Photography on Facebook and on Instagram.
Oh, awesome. So we have a Facebook Random Adventures 2.0 family.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So if you look that up, every once in a while post some of your pictures on there.
Definitely.
That would be awesome because
Thank
we
you,
love
Johnny.
to see those pictures. Yeah.
I do a lot of nature photography in the whole area.
Oh, nice.
Landscape, nature. So
Very
not
cool.
too much portrait stuff, but more landscape, more nature photos.
Oh, that's awesome. I
Yeah.
can't wait to check it out.
Yeah, definitely. will.
Yeah. No, I appreciate
Well, thank
it.
you so much.
Great meeting you.
You too,
yeah,
sir.
I'll let you get back. There's a lot of ducks right over there, right?
Yeah, I'm going over that way. See you later.
All right. Hey, guys, thanks a lot. Here's Jimmy hopping over there. He wants to get some pictures of those ducks that are in the water right there. So there's a lot of boats that will go around both sides of this because it forms a very large lake. You got a lot of pontoon boats, jet skis, a lot of stuff like that, and there's fishing. They fish off the end of this pier a lot. I remember my father-in-law John and I used to come fishing. Hey, Emma Brown, how are you doing? Derek Smith, tell Jimmy I say hello. Hey. Yeah, so that was great meeting Jimmy, and he's gonna hopefully go over to our Facebook. And if you're not part of our Random Adventures 2.0 family Facebook page, I would appreciate it if you go over on that and check it out and become part of the 2.0 family on Facebook, because I encourage other YouTubers and other just people that are going out for an adventure, go on there and post their adventures as well, because we'd love to see them. All right. Oh, yep. Darlene, good. Hey, Darlene. Where you at, Tony? Well, I'm on an island. I know we were talking the other day about, I've got a video that back in February a year ago, it was about 3 weeks prior to my stroke. It was the video I did right before I went to the bridge challenge and did the 27 hours prior to the stroke. I had filmed the bridge challenge. So that in that video that I did, the river was frozen, a lot of ice. And they had the dam, they put it down every winter, so this becomes very dry right under this concrete pillar and point. And I snuck underneath there. I think the week before I scoped it out and I did an alpine air meal underneath of there, and I thought, if I bring my fishing pole, I think we'll be able to do it. And I went, talked to the ranger station and asked, if you saw a car sitting here, what would you do? And they said, well, we don't really bother them because a lot of people fish. So I thought, perfect. I'll fish and I will also camp out. So we slept underneath the concrete pillar in a hammock. It was like 18 degrees. It was cold, really, really cold. All right. So, if you've got a question, what I'm going to ask is that you put 3 question marks up so it catches my eye, because comments are going to fly here a little bit. But I want to welcome everybody again to Sunday Night Live, and thanks a lot for coming along. We had a really, last weekend I didn't go live because Emma graduated. So congratulations, Emma. She's done with high school. I'm not quite sure. She hasn't mentioned too much about what her future plans are, but whatever it's going to be, we're going to be praying that it's awesome. All right. So we didn't go live last Sunday, but last weekend, it was the rendezvous. It was a rendezvous and a meetup. So we went to basically 2 meetups on the weekend. We got there Friday night. I set the hammock up or the car up and the tarp, and began to meet different channels that showed up there. A lot of outdoor channels that were up there. We met Nicholas Green. We met, Geo Outdoors, Woman Outdoors. We just met so many. And who hosted it was Freezer Bound Outdoors. He hosted it. Man, I had Bear Sloppy Joes. I had Gator for the first time. Well, first time for Bear as well. Some wild turkey and things that was made on that night. Actually the next day. Did the fishing challenge, and hey, Carl, the lures worked out great on the top water. I was a little early with top water lures, but it was pretty awesome. Alrighty, so I think I just saw some comments go. Let's see. Hey, Miss Cornbread. Yes, congratulations, Emma. Hey, Natural Hike Peak Seekers. Oh, that is cool. Hey, Simply Exploring. Explo Venturing. And I did spell it right, I think. Hey, Tony and all. So then I left that that rendezvous or meetup Thursday night. It was late. It was almost 11 o'clock, and I drove all the way down to get to Walter Zana's meetup. And Walter, just about 50 minutes ago, posted his. Hey, there's Miss 2.0. Hi, thanks for the coffee. Yes, yes. Okay. Oh, question, Derek Smith. Hey, Tony, for some reason, these meetups are always during my military training. What gives? I don't know, but thank you for your service. Yeah. We have to maybe coordinate, but I was able to make both of them, and that was a really long weekend, but a very, very fun weekend. So Walter, just about 50 minutes ago, I've already watched it, posted his video of his meetup down at Swatara. Now, what I did is I met everybody, and then they went on their hike. I was pretty worn out, but I decided to sit at the back of the car and do some editing because I wanted to get it all finished before I drove home. Plus, I wanted to rest a little bit more because in the 2 days, I had about 8 hours combined over 2 days. Well, about 2.5 hours. Two and a half hours the first night, 3 hours, and then about 3.5 the second night. So it was a very busy weekend because I sat up with Dan from Freezer Bound Outdoors, and also oh yes, Nicholas Green Outdoors. I sat up with him at both of them until 4 o'clock in the morning, helping with the brisket and stuff, or just kind of keeping them company. Yes. Oh. It has been 2 years in a row now. We got to figure out when that is, so we can get you to one of those. Yeah, or maybe I'll come down and have a cup of coffee. And I want to thank Mark. Mark reached out to me about 2 weeks ago on a live. He was on live. He's from this area, and I joked around and said, "Hey, we ought to get together for coffee." Well, I said, "Send me an email." So he did. So yesterday we actually got together for coffee, and he actually bought me dinner, a hoagie and French fries. So we sat for 3 hours and talked at a little sub shop called Martin's. It was very good. And then he did a buy me a coffee, which blessed me later on that night. And I want to thank everybody that's done buy me a coffee recently. I got Rick and Tanya and Johnny and Mary. I've got who else? Oh, Mark. Oh, there's one more. Anonymous did, and several others. I think I might have mentioned it on the last one. But also, that Give Send Go, Darlene. Thank you for blessing me, Darlene. I really, really appreciate that. And also, Rick and Tanya. Thank you very much. What a blessing. So I was hoping we would catch a sunset because the sun does set right over here. I did get one back in February. I got a nice sunset. Hey, Grave Digger, T-Bone Tony already. I only joke. I am really happy to be able to do. Thank you. Yeah. Such a great channel. I appreciate that, Derek. Really do. But we got to get together, definitely. So even if it's got to be a one-on-one or something like that. So, yeah, really a blessing to be able to come out here tonight and actually come to an island. So this is an island. There's an airport, a small airport, private airport, like a small community airport at the other end of this island. So it's got an airstrip on the other side of the road that goes from one area to the other. And you can look it up. It's I'm in Sunbury, is right over this way. And a lot of people don't know, Sunbury has the very first lit electric hotel. Derek, thank you so much, brother. Derek, I don't know if y'all see, I don't know if I can post this. Let's see. I don't know how to put that up. Thank you so much, Derek. What a blessing. Thank you very much. He just gave $9.99 to our channel. The Edison Hotel is in Sunbury, and it's called the Edison Hotel because it was the very first lit hotel ever. Building, or I forget all the history of it, but Thomas Edison wired that hotel, and it was the very first ever wired in use. And they had a little power plant right down the street. A lot of history on this point. There's an old fort that used to be right over here because there was a lot of well, they put a lot of dams in the Susquehanna River going from the Chesapeake up. So a lot of sturgeon used to come up river. There was a lot of tanneries on the river. A lot of Native Americans would come up and travel through this area. A lot of history in here because, like I said, this is one of the oldest rivers in the world, the Susquehanna River. Yes, so I'm gonna look at the comments, gang. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, it was a great meetup and great to see you too, Lewis. We hadn't seen each other since Mike Cabela's meetup. Yeah, so that was a great meetup, and we met the Wanderings Woodsman, which I've been wanting to meet him for quite some time. I follow his channel as well. He does a lot of things in Pennsylvania. But Walter had come up to my meetup that I had about seven months ago at Cabela's, and so I definitely wanted to make that because I really enjoy his videoing and just the way he does it. Hiker Dude Dad. I found out about him. Lisa and I had hiked up to an overlook once, and I was talking to we were talking to another couple that was up there, and they had mentioned the Wandering Woodsman, but they also mentioned that they watched the Hiker Dude Dad, and we thought, oh, let's check him out. So we went on and started watching his channel. Does a lot of stuff with his family and stuff, and he did go out west a little bit too, but we got to meet him. Yeah, there's it's gonna get dark. I do have my light to click on here. I've got the big all powers, so we got plenty of energy if we need it. I charged it up with some solar before we came out, so that was good. This has really worked out very, very good. And if you guys saw, I used that a little bit when we were when I was camping with Joe from Camp Gourmet, where we did the over Memorial Day. Hey you, what's up all you stealth loving people? Yes, says hostile territory. Oh, it went away too quick. Hostile territory outdoors. I'll have to check your channel out. Yeah, a lot of times I'll go through. I can't always see the comments afterwards, but I try to. If you have a channel, I definitely want to check it out and do a little subscribe to you as well. All right. So yeah, let's see. So yesterday, I think it was yesterday. So Miss 2.0 doesn't work too far away from where I'm at. So I ran her a coffee over before I came down here because she's working till 11:30. But I'd done that the other day too. I did that on Friday. I thought, I'm going to run her a cup of coffee, just see her, because I was gone last weekend and stuff, and I wasn't planning on going out doing a camp. So I thought, maybe I'll just drive over there. I like being in the car. So the car's over there in the parking lot, and I put some more stickers from this weekend because I got more stickers from other channels. Hey, Camp Gourmet, brother. I noticed my camo in the Power Unit Review. Yes. That was a great camp we had, and that was an awesome meal that you made. I actually made that for Miss 2.0. So we had a great taste of that again. Hey, Cosmic Expo 75. Yes. So when I took her a cup of coffee over, she was busy, and there was someone down the hall that was just saying, help me. And if you've ever been in a nursing home, a lot of people do that. And so I had walked by the room, and I said, oh, let me find someone. I'll be right back with you. And I just noticed her sitting in there, and she had a puzzle. And I went, let an aide know. And then I went back because I didn't know how soon they could be able to get over to her. So I went in, I knocked on the door. I said, hey, you mind if I come in? And I went in and I sat down. And, well, I didn't sit right away, but I noticed she had a puzzle called Under the Sea. It had turtles and stuff. So I struck up a conversation with Mary, and just what an amazing lady. And I spent maybe 2 hours sitting there talking to her. And I had thought maybe she was very sharp, telling me all about, I was asking her questions like, what was your favorite thing to cook and stuff? And she loved to bake cookies. So I was thinking she was maybe around 84 years old. She had a crossword puzzle book there, and she was working on it at different times. And I asked her, I said, if you don't mind me asking, when were you born? She said, 1921. I did some quick math, and I said, when was your birthday? She goes, it's in September. She was 101 years old. God bless her. Yeah, she was 101, as sharp as a tack. I thought, well, I wonder if she'd like to go stealth camping with me sometime and get her in the hammock. But she, as a beautician growing up and stuff, I encourage you. I mean, that was a, when I say random adventures, it's not all about going camping. It's all about who we meet too. And I haven't done that for a little while, gone in and just went in and visited somebody that I had no clue with, just to give them company or whatever. And it just, where am I at? Okay, I am in Sunbury, Pennsylvania. So I'm on an island. There's the name of this park. Shikellamy State Park. So I'm going to turn you down here. There's people fishing over on that concrete point right over here. So this is going downriver. This way is upriver, but the river Susquehanna River goes around both sides and then joins again on the other side, because this is a island. Yeah, I should say an island, not a island. Proper English. All right, let's see. I did a kayak on an island in the middle of the Susquehanna River. Yes, below the dam. Yes, below the dam. Man, that was one of the things I was going to do prior to the stroke. I'm not sure about being in a kayak yet. I want to try it on very close to shore on a lake first. Wow, Pennsylvania. That's completely opposite of me. LOL. I'm in Northern California in the Redwoods. I almost made it up to the Redwoods. I just didn't get a chance to get up there. Sally Rader, do you do a stealth there before? Okay, so when I started the video out, I am going to put in the community tab, I don't know what day, maybe Tuesday, I'll put a link to the video I did here. That video, I was actually looking up just some of my past videos, and that video, it's a river stealth camp. It's in February. It's 3 weeks prior to my stroke a year ago. So, well, 15 months ago. And there's that concrete pillar over there. It's all water now because it's a lake. But they were working on the dam back there. So back then, and they hadn't raised the dam yet. They had to do more work on it. So all the water was down. And I'd gone in there a week before and did a review on a meal. And that meal, I was like, oh, I think I can do this. I can tie to the concrete pillars. And I did. And I spent the night overnight. And there's a lot of trains that were going throughout the night. You can't really hear them too good. Gonna need some pretty big hammock straps for those. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I did do a stealth camp here, and then the bridge way down there. It's a Sunbury Bridge. That's where I did my Under the Bridge challenge, the March Stealth Camping Alliance challenge. The bridge, I was on that side. So that's when I had the yellow Hummer. I tied the yellow Hummer to one end of the hammock and the other end to a tree. And that one's titled 27 Hours Before My Stroke. So 27 hours, then 27 hours later, I had my stroke. A couple people asked, did the stealth camp cause it? And I'm like, no, it didn't. There was other things. Oh, there goes a boat. Yeah, let's see if we can see it. All right. Oh, there it goes, racing down. It's going to go, it's going downriver. It's going to go around the point, and then it's going to head upriver. Hey, Stitch, how you doing? Oh, it fades out. Let me bring it back up. That I'm late, Tony. Miss Stitch and I were enjoying our happy hour, and you know the rules. Absolutely, and those are great rules, Stitch. It's just amazing, amazing, amazing. Just no electronics. They just sit and enjoy each other's company and talk about their days. Yes. Hey, Hammock Mountain, how are you doing? Really proud of you for keeping at it. Yes, thank you so much. Hello, Stitch, says Darlene. All right, so, hey, Stitch. Oh, there's little ducks coming out from underneath where I slept. You can actually you can't get under the point now because this is Lake Augusta now. They have that fiber dam. I did have a video of the fiber dam too. I did a meal there too, I believe. Oh, yes. Sue B sent me a meal. She has a channel. She sent me a meal. Man, what a great meal that was. And I went out on that point, showed the fiber dam, and then I actually made a meal over there and ate it and gave my review on it. I want to say it was one of the best meals I ever ate, backpacking meal. But yeah, there's a mama and baby ducks going there. Oh, I can't zoom in on them or anything. They don't come up here. I got tortilla shells in my backpack right now, so maybe I can feed them. Yes, enjoy seeing you on Tony's video. Yes. All right. Yeah, this is some great fishing now. We probably can't see it. My father-in-law and I fished. Show you upriver here. But my father-in-law and I fished. There's a little point right over here. Now, that's a whole separate land. All right, so that is not part of the island. It's another piece of property there that you go through. It's Nori, the bottom side of Nori, and then you can cross over again, and you got to go that way. That takes you to Selinsgrove, where I did my Dick's Sporting Goods Target video. And then if you go up that way, it'll take you towards Danville, just to give you some geography. Yeah, don't want to bore you too much. Oh, yeah, very mature trees in this park. Let me just show you back here. So this is a lot of pavilions, things like that. I don't know if you want to watch the water, but look at this tree right here. So that is a very large tree. You can see very big in scope. So that is a silver maple, I believe. Yeah, I believe that is a silver maple. Yeah. All right. So running deer, I've been there before. Oh, that is so cool, running deer outdoors. Yeah, it's a great place. They got a path that'll go the whole way around it, where you can do, I believe it's a 1.25 mile walk. You can do a whole walk around it. Guy's reeling, and I thought he had a fish. We're gonna run over there quick and show his fish. Yeah, so there's about maybe 4 people fishing off the pier, and I know when I was sleeping under there I could hear people walking the trail. It was winter, it was late, and I had to get under there and then be quiet and set up my hammock. I did put camo up one way. I put a tarp up, even though I wasn't going to rain on, because I was under the concrete pier. I needed to block all of the cars because I did have a very small fire under there. There was the only place there was dry wood was underneath there. So I used a pan, like a roasting pan. one of those throwaway ones. I used that so that I would have no ashes or anything, and I could just do it right in there. It was a nice little fire. And so, yeah, because you can see, you'll start seeing headlights all night. I could see headlights on that side. You might be able to start seeing them very soon as well. Give you a look down this way again. So yeah, right over here, there's a lot of headlights going, and they're going to come up to this bridge that is I'm swinging you around. Hey James, how are you doing? God bless. I love your channel. Yeah. Coming around, and James had sent us a badge, a YouTuber badge. Looks like a sheriff's badge, but I don't know if you can see the bridge. It's starting to get lights on it. A lot of traffic, because that's the only bridge from here on this end to get over to there and go down to Selinsgrove. So all night long, a lot of trucks running back and forth. But I was hidden. Pretty good underneath that bridge. Maybe once people clear out over there, I'll kind of walk over there and check it out, show you underneath. But definitely water underneath there. Yeah. So the traveling videos that we did as we traveled across America, you're in that series now, which video number 24 just came out on Thursday, and people commented that they really liked the scenery. Man, that was beautiful. Parker, Arizona. I said Parker, it's Pace, Arizona. Pace, Arizona. So we saw the Horseshoe Bend. Hey, RIG Ian, how are you doing? So saw the Horseshoe Bend going in Pace, saw the dam. Couldn't take the tour, but I tried to film as much of it as I could. And then we went out and saw that cliff dwelling. Now, Monday's video, it's not. Which one is that? I did look. Let's see, coming out of there. Monument Valley. Stick with that one, because we're going to get to like number 7 overlook and looking at Butte and things like that. And you're going to meet a family of brothers. I know I've talked about it before. Yeah, it's very emotional. So you're going to meet them. And there's six brothers. There was 7 brothers, and they were there to honor their one brother. And I dedicated that video to him and their family, because just for suicide awareness, because he had committed suicide, and his brothers didn't realize that he was going through that much struggle. So they were just learning to ask questions. So they do try to get together every year, and they did before he took his life. But it gave me a good opportunity to also be very mindful of all of our veterans. I know we just celebrated those who gave their life for us on Memorial Day. But just to bring awareness to, there's a lot of veterans that take their lives. Just so we continue to pray for them, and just be more aware of that. There's somebody on an inner tube with a boat out there going, way out there. But when they raised this lake, like I said, my father-in-law and I were fishing over off the point at night. I brought Rachie here fishing before too. Her and I were fishing over there when she was a teenager. And I love to, just a lot of memories. Life goes too fast, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. So you guys are going to see Monument Valley on Monday, and then we travel and then you're going to see on Thursday a video, which is Arches. So you're going to see Arches on Thursday. Look forward to you guys seeing that, because my videoing did get a little better as I was going along traveling. Yes, I am a fan of Steve Wallace. Yes, yes, we all are. Hey, old Kraken dated, late again, but here. Hopefully you're doing awesome. All right, welcome. And hey, 37 on the live tonight, and we got 32 people that gave us a thumbs up, like. So, like I said, this is a little different than being in the studio. So we're out live in this park here. And just to let you know, we're in Pennsylvania, and we are at Shikellamy State Park. And like I said, I thought I was going to get a sunset. Sun's already down behind the mountain over there. But yeah, there's a big overlook at the top of this that you can look down. It's a nice overlook up there. Yeah, if you're ever in the area, go check it out. Yeah, you got to go down this way and then up the mountain and then drive right up to it. It's very, very close. I've scoped that place out too. So, yeah. So it doesn't look like it in the camera, but it is starting to get dark, but we're okay because I got a light here. Hey, we got 35 and 35 likes. Yeah. Hammock Mountain already. So as you know, I did a review this past week as well. So that was a pretty neat little stove. You can use it as a twig stove, but also an alcohol stove. One of the neat things that I liked about that Tom Shoe, now it's a knockoff of a lot of other ones like that. I saw a bunch on there, but I really like this one. It was stainless steel, had a double wall. The flame was down in there, so it was very protected from the wind. And Dennis just messaged me and said he picked one up. So I'm going to get Dennis's opinion of it as well. But one of the things that I like about a twig stove is pretty much there's always twigs around, and it doesn't take a lot. And especially with that twig stove, because it was very efficient. And then I had hot coals. If I had hot dogs there with me, I'd have cooked those as well. Because those coals were lasting quite some time, and it was really, really nice. All right, so we got 37 minutes in. So, hey, I want to say if you're just new to the channel and just recently subscribed, maybe come on here and say hi and say, hey, I'm a new subscriber to the channel if it's been within a month, because I think we just added another 170 more 2.0 family members to the channel in the last 28 days, and it's continuing to grow, and I want to thank you all very much for the growth and for wanting to be a part of our adventures. And like I was saying earlier, I can't film what I did at the nursing home because HIPAA laws and stuff like that, but I want to encourage you, maybe your thing's not camping. Or go on adventures, but you like to watch them. But I'll tell you what, our nursing homes, there's a lot of lonely people in nursing homes. Like Mary, who I sat and talked with, she's 101 years old. She was one of 9 children, and she's outlived them all. So none of her siblings are able to come and visit her. And I only learned this because I went and sat down with her. And she does have 2 children. One passed away, who was my age. And he passed away about 10 years ago when he was my age. So she just has one daughter. But she doesn't get much visits, many visits. And I just, I really enjoy our older folks because they're young at heart. I spent time talking to 2 other ladies as well later that night. Well, actually, not that night. I took another cup of coffee to Miss 2.0 Saturday because I was in the area having dinner with a subscriber, Mark. So he asked if he could buy me a coffee local, and I was like, absolutely. So I came out and we ended up having a sandwich together. And so since I was in the area, I went up. Miss 2.0 was working last night too, and I took her a cup of coffee quick, and I sat and talked to 2 other ladies who I was able to show a lot of pictures of our trip across America, and their eyes were just lighting up seeing all the pictures. Now they got to see pictures you guys haven't seen yet. They saw arches, and when you see the video on arches, in fact, they were talking about I should come in and show one of my videos on their TV on like once a month, show our adventures so that they can gather around and watch it. So they said they're going to talk to administration about it and kind of partition them to have me come in and do that. So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of lonely of our older saints in nursing homes, and a lot of wealth of information, and they're I just had a blessing. I get more out of it than they do. Really, I do. I remember just hearing their stories and listening to them and encouraging them. I met another guy, John, who was I saw him both nights, and he had he and I had a great time talking, and just I was there for about 2 hours both nights. And so while Miss 2.0 was going around working. Hey Sally, great idea. Bet they'd enjoy watching your videos. Yes, I hope they do get it in there. I told them if they have a smart TV, I can cast the videos to it, because they don't have cell phones and can't watch YouTube, and I don't think there's maybe they could show them on there, but the traveling ones, because I know the one lady, she had never been outside of the state. She was born, raised, and grew up here, and now is in a nursing home here, and she's never been out west. And I hadn't been out west either until I drove out west. But she had never, her eyes were huge looking at all the pictures. And, I showed her our camp out in Tortilla Flats. And she was just awestruck at the beauty of it. She's never seen a cactus. And I showed her the picture of me standing next to a giant saguaro cactus. And she's like, how high is that? That's huge. And I said, how tall I was, and then we added up. It was about a 15-foot tall, and I told her that, it had one arm on it. So, and they didn't get their first arm until they're 75 years old. She couldn't believe it, and her husband was loved watching old westerns and John Wayne and stuff, and she had John Wayne pictures and things on. And in fact, when I walked in there watching an old western with Audrey Murphy. They were watching a western. So we talked about the museum that we went to, that you guys saw that video as well, out there in Lone Pine, Alabama Hill. And there's a houseboat creeping up the river. Yeah. Oh, and I hear sirens. I just saw an ambulance go down. And that was one of the things the night that, just another plug for this video that I did in February underneath of that concrete bridge, which only got, didn't get very many views, very, very, very little. I know I made that video when I was under 500 subscribers, because I hit 500 subscribers the morning that I had my stroke. So that was March, over a year ago. So when I had that hit, so that video was before my stroke. 3 weeks before my stroke, I slept under this bridge right over here, tied to the concrete pillars, because the lake, they were fixing the dam and the lake was dry up underneath it there, and I went up underneath there and slept overnight. And so just a little plug for this video again. So when I was at only below 500 subscribers, so now that I'm almost at 8,000, a lot of the people have never gone back and seen that video. That's, out of all of my stealth camping videos, that is the lowest. It's under 800, I believe. At least the other night it was under 800 views. So I'm like, how is that? And I realized that, after, this YouTube rendezvous and meetups, talking to some of the other channels and stuff, especially Nicholas Green Outdoors, because he's talked to Steve Wallace before, and he was telling me that, you know, in his experience, what other channels have told him is that once you have a video that goes, you know, takes off, and it's all by chance a lot of times, but once you do, it's like a steam engine. Then you got to start feeding it logs or it starts to slow down. And so it was great meeting everybody and getting to talk different things about analytics, and none of us know how to can figure it out, how to do it. But you know, Nicholas Green, very awesome young man. I've been subscribed to his channel probably for about maybe a year and a half, because when I was doing my gold panning videos, his video came up. It was he had done it about 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. He had gold panned, was in a little creek gold pan, and I went back and watched some of his earlier stuff, and he started when he was 16 years old, and I've always wanted to meet him because I know he's in Pennsylvania, and that was it. He was there. He was camped right next to me, and I got to hang out with him while he was cooking brisket. But he's a young man, 21 years old, and just yeah, I've talked to him several times now on the phone, just encouraging him and stuff, and just ministering to him a little bit, because I know what it's like to be 21 years old. Yeah. Hey, Nitro, how are you doing? I was in that small number that saw the last 3 of your videos before your stroke. Yes. Oh, thank you, brother. So hello everyone. Tony, blessings to all. Hey, Nitro, hostile territory and hammock mountain running deer. Everybody saying hi to Nitro. Alrighty. That's awesome. Hey, we got 40 likes. That's great. So what my idea is I am going to, I looked on my storage device and I can't find that video. I was thinking of maybe reposting it again. But I think what I'm going to do is I just changed the thumbnail last night, and I've got the link, and I'm going to go ahead and post that on, I believe, Tuesday. I think Tuesday I'm going to post the video about 5 o'clock on the community tab and just explain it just very shortly, and we're going to see what that does. Maybe people go on and click on it. So Tuesday, I'm going to say 5 o'clock. If you're on here and Tuesday's coming up, if you can think about it when you see it, click on it and just watch a little bit of it if you've already seen it, because I want to try to jumpstart that one again, because I thought it was really good. Yeah, and I'm just surprised it's only so low. But I want you guys to kind of see some of that stuff. Oh, number just jumped. We got 41 and 40. Oh, now 42 thumbs up. Awesome, everyone. Very cool. Oh, 43. Man, that's climbing. Alrighty. Hey, Bouncer, Slab, and Real Nature. I'm just here to get the free beer and pretzels. Well, I don't have any beer and pretzels with me, or on me, or in my backpack, or in my cooler. The only thing, I do have some pretzels though. I got some pretzels. Miss 2.0 and I just bought some sourdough pretzels from a Mennonite store. Man, Cooper Sharp cheese, a pound of it for $4.30. That's cheap. So we stocked up on Cooper Sharp, because who doesn't love Cooper Sharp? You guys might not be able to get Cooper Sharp cheese in some of your places. I know they have it in Ocean City and stuff like that, and surrounding areas, but it's good. Hey, I'm coming up with a dessert. I bought the stuff. I want to do a non-cooking dessert. I know we do the Louisiana crunch cake, and I got to make one for Shade Tree America, and also Nicholas Green Outdoors live. He was filming it, and Nicholas had never tasted a crunch cake, so we gave him one when I was out there at Freezer Bound Outdoors. I was out there, and It's all good. Spring water and chips is okay. Awesome. All right. Spring water's good. Yeah, we should drink a lot of water. Used to could get Cooper Sharp at Walmart here, but not anymore. You know, that's a shame. I just saw Cooper Sharp when I'd gone up to New York State. I saw it up there in upstate New York, and I was shocked that they had ham off the bone too. If you never had ham off the bone, that is delicious. Turkey off the bone they had, which is, it's just the name of it. I know Walmart had it, and I told my friend that I was visiting up there, I said, oh, if you've never tasted this, you got to taste it. I don't think he's tasted it yet, because, but he's going to, hey, hiker dude, dad, hi, Tony. B-Dog and I are watching. Awesome, awesome. It was really finally great meeting you, hiker dude, dad. It definitely was. Like I was saying earlier on here tonight, that you and I finally got to meet, and I had been told about your channel about a year and a half ago. I was up on an overlook talking to a couple. Lisa and I had just hiked up there, and one of the couples said, hey, we follow Hiker Doodad. Have you ever heard of him? I said, no, but I'll look him up, and I did, and I really enjoy watching your stuff. It's great, and that your hike with Walter out that old loggers trail was really great. And if any of you guys don't know, Hiker Doodad and Walter Zana, they both went hiking. It was correct me if I'm wrong, 28-mile loop hike, 2 nights. I was so envious of that. Just like you were envious of me going out west. But I can't do 28 miles yet, hopefully. But watching you guys go up that, and you brought that steak and you guys cooked that first night, but getting to watch both of you guys' videos, what's really neat when someone does a collaboration with another YouTuber and they both film, what is really neat is to watch the perspective of each. Just like the rendezvous that I went to and then got over to up at Freezer Bound Outdoors with everybody that was up there. I'm watching they're starting to put their videos out, and watching that and seeing their perspectives. And Woman Outdoors, I've been following her for quite some time, because I jumped on when Shade Tree America told me about Freezer Bound Outdoors. I'd gone onto his channel. He had a live going on. I went on there and I saw that Woman Outdoors, LB they call her, and some other channels were on there. I went and checked out their channels and subscribed, and it was really neat. But got a chance to meet her too, and my goodness, I've been subscribed to her channel for over a year and a half as well. But so finally getting to meet you, Hiker Dude Dad, it was really awesome. And Lewis, seeing you again, and just to spend time with Walter. I know I had finished editing my video while they were on their hike. I was going to rest a little bit more and then leave, but then they came out of the woods, and while I was sitting there editing, there's a deer that you see in that video. Now, I was sitting there editing, and that doe walks out of the woods, and I heard footsteps, and where my car was, I glanced up because I was sitting on the tailgate doing my editing. I glanced up, and I was like, oh, a deer. And, so I'm like, oh, get out of editing, get it now. And I was talking to myself quietly. All right, no sudden movements. Get camera, video. And she started trotting, and I'm turning the camera, and then I got video and started recording, and then I went, and then she turned around like, where did that come from? And she was only 5 feet away from me when she walked, and I thought somebody was coming up to use the bathroom, and here it was a doe. And then she was trotting up, and then she turned around, and once she turned around, she was looking around. She was looking past me. I could see her eyes, and they were going all past me over. She was like, where did that noise come from? And I did it again, and she started then getting a little confused, and decided to go where she knew was safe, which was back where she came from. So she ran, and I'm still recording. I'm turning it, and she got to the edge of the woods, stopped. She turned around to look back where she wanted to go. She's like, where did that noise come from? And I'm still filming. And then she's looking, and she went, oh, I think I'll go this way. So she turned and started walking down the road. So that gave me the perfect opportunity. I was almost done editing, and from the time that I go to bed, and then the time that I wake up was the editing process. I'd already done all that. But since I now had this deer shot, I thought, man, I'm going to take that little piece of a clip that you see in there while I'm sleeping. It makes it look like she sees my car, looking at my car while I'm in there sleeping, and then giving away my secrets. then as soon as she turns, then you see me, or then it cuts to the car. So it makes it look like she was looking at my car, which she was looking at my car. She just couldn't see me because I was in green and my car's green, and there was nobody else in the parking lot. I was just sitting there editing. But everybody came back from the hike, and I was like, well, I'm done editing. Feel pretty good. I think Walter said, you coming over to the fossil pit? I said, you know what? I was worn out from doing all the walking up at Freezer Bound. But I decided to go for a walk because I wanted to spend time with the guys. And we walked down to the fossil pit. About a 10-15 minute walk. But it went really good, and I enjoyed it, and really got to meet and spend more time with everyone that was there. And really, Cliff, the wandering woodsman, him and I didn't get a whole lot of chance to talk before they went for their hike. So I was really glad that he was there, and we got to walk to the fossil pit, and I got to really share quite a bit with him, and also get to know him a little better. I mean, I know him from watching his videos, but to get to know him a little better, which was really cool. Yeah, so there's a couple people still fishing over here. I'm gonna shine you downriver. All right. So this is downriver. So this is the pier that February last year I tied my hammock to and slept overnight under, which on Tuesday I'm going to repost that link. It won't be reposting the video. I'm just going to put the link in the community tab because I'd really like you guys to go on and see that one because I thought that was really good. That was 3 weeks prior to my stroke. Hey, Grace Garden, awesome meeting you. Yes, the other day. And you posted a little video of the sun, and believe it or not, I just walked back in the house. I took some pictures of the sun was orange-ish pink because of all the smoke coming down from California. I walk into the house, I'm looking at the picture, and I came off of my picture, and I just went to check YouTube again. And I saw you had a video showing, like a short, showing the sun. So you and I were looking, God bless, the sun at the same exact time. All right, kindred spirits, right? Alrighty. So we got 48 likes, that's awesome. And we still got 40 people watching. All right, fishing and foraging will become a way, a way of life. Let's see, gotta get that back up. Life again soon. It was Canada, not California wildfires. Yes, I must have said California. I meant Canada. So all the fires up in Canada, yeah. So right over here, this side you're seeing is, this side you're seeing, that's Sunbury, Pennsylvania. And Sealands Grove that way. And the concrete pier right there that was dry underneath in February because Lake Augusta here, there's a huge fiber dam. And I'm going to say it again, it's the largest fiber dam in the world. All right, so it goes all the way across. They let the air out of it in the winter, and then as it gets closer to spring and stuff, they raise the fiber dam up when it's operating correctly. They raise it back up, and hey, Grace Garden, hiya. So when they raise it back up, then that creates this lake, which is part of the west branch of the Susquehanna River, and the Susquehanna River, which goes around where I am right right now, so if I can't answer, that's why. Got it. Thank you, Grace Garden. She's got terrible Wi-Fi right there, but yeah. So she says if she can't answer, that's why. All right. So the Susquehanna River then goes around. Oh, they must be going to have a baseball game or something. I just saw stadium lights come on. So those lights way over there are stadium lights right now. Oh, Bouncer Outdoors, Sunbury. Sunbury was called Shamokin. I'm not sure. I know Shamokin is further up, but Sunbury is right next to it. It big time flooded in '72 when Agnes came through. I'm gonna try something. I got my power bank and my light. Oh, let me dim this down. Dim down. Dim up. There we go. Make me a little bit more brighter than as dark as it is. Alrighty. So, I gotta check this out. Let's see. I love the channel, catfishing, where you are, and it is amazing. Yeah, channel cats, they can get big. When I was used to be a landscaper, do lawn maintenance and stuff, and it was raining one day. Now this is back when I was 20, 18, 19, 20, 19, 18, 19. Some long time ago. But it was a rain day, and we had off. So me and 3 other guys, we kind of carpooled together. So we all decided to go fishing. So we got our fishing stuff, and we went down and fished the Susquehanna. I hooked on to about a 40-inch channel cat, and it took me almost 2 hours to land that sucker. And we got it to the shore, and then got it up out of the water. Didn't measure anything. It just looked 40 inches. It was this big, right? And those stories. But that was the first time I ever caught a channel cat, and it was huge. It was a tough fight. You'd start getting it, and it would take all your line, and you couldn't tighten it up too bad. Fought a few 25-pounders. From Duncannon. Yeah, down in that area. That's where the Juniata River and the Susquehanna meet. A lot of thru hikers will call the Juniata River Juanita River or something like that. Juanada River. It got all kinds of names for it. And I always want to say Juniata. But a friend of mine and I, we used to go catfishing, regular catfishing up on the Juniata River. Great place for bass. Great place. Oh, there's a duck. They just came in and landed. Yeah, very, very cool. Yeah. So, we got 38 people still watching, and we got 52 thumbs up. Great. I appreciate that, guys. All right. O-Light, no, this is not an O-Light bulb. This is actually a subscriber, Jesse, had given me this light here. It's on a cord, and I can turn it on and off and then dim it. A lot of times I use this on the back of the car, but it's being powered right now, but it's 200 watt. Well, I don't know if it can show what it's doing, but it's not on. So it's not using any power at all. Oh, it's not going to show it, is it? Oh, no. Nope. But it says I got 99 hours. I can run this at this wattage. Actually, output, the amount of watts that I'm running right now, it's less than 1 watt because it says 0 still. So it's not pulling any energy at all, just a very, very little. So I like using this one because I can hang it, and then it's got the ability to on, off, dim, or brighten. So I really like that one. And I did use that one in the winter hot tent hammock. That's what I lit a lot of it up with. It's a very neat light, because when you're filming at night, lighting is really everything. Really is. If you don't have it, your video gets very grainy and stuff. And yeah, but this doesn't have red mode. So when I'm in red mode, I'll use an O-Light O-Bulb, brother. Yes. And I do use the O-Light O-Bulb quite a bit, because I can hold it in my hand, hold it out. Had uncle that was commercial fisherman. Oh, wow. Caught a 109-pounder. Wow. Couldn't get it in the boat. Towed it 2 miles back to fish camp. That is awesome. Hey, brother Scott, how are you doing? Thanks a lot for the buy me a coffees. Scott goes on and buys me a coffee, 5 coffees about once a month. And I just want to thank you for that, you, Tally, and Warren. Just great guys, great family. Yeah, so I haven't heard any bats just swinging. Must be like a little league or something. Okay, guys, I've got to run. Good night, all. Good night, Hammock Mountain. Really appreciate you stopping in and seeing. I've been living between State College and Altoona since 1987. I literally live in the mountains of central Pennsylvania. Yes, you do. It's beautiful out that way. And have seen a few things that I'm not allowed to speak about. You know, there's, you're very welcome, Tony. God bless. I'm going to comb my beard for a second. I don't know. I like to run my comb through it every once in a while. All right. So we have interactions with hairy men. There you go. So, trying to see. All right, we still got a couple people fishing over there. Hey, Shade Tree America, how's it going, Tony? Yeah, if you guys watch Shade Tree America, gave me that cutting board where he carved out and wood burned the emblem for YouTube, and man, brother, that was so awesome. My wife wanted it, and I said, "You can't have it." But it's a perfect size for my backpack or for in the car. Said definitely come in handy. And I finally got to meet him, so that was really neat. Just really what a blessing. And I thank you again for inviting me up there. And it's great seeing everybody's video from that weekend, which was just last weekend. What kind of camera are you using? How are you going to live in the woods? Yep. So Grace Garden, I do all of my videoing. For every video you see on my channel is all done with my phone. So, and I'm going live right now with my phone, and the screen is facing me so that I can see all of the comments as they go. But yes, I do all the editing for every video that I have, all done on my phone. And what I use for editing is Power Director. So when you guys went for that hike, and if you guys don't know, go over and check out Grace Garden channel. She was there at Walter Zona's meetup as well at Swatera Park. But go up and when they all went for a walk, I was finished editing on my phone. So once I was done editing, at that point, you guys had all came back, but I was done with my video from the whole weekend. Because I edit when I get breaks and just want to take a minute to relax. I go ahead and edit so that I'm always caught up on my videos. That's why I like doing everything with my phone and on my phone. Because my idea was eventually I would hike the Appalachian Trail, and that would be an opportunity for me because I couldn't take a laptop on that journey. You are probably already met me at the flea market or such. I remember your kind face. You have probably already met me at the flea market. Is that the flea market? Which flea market? Maybe. Me too. I also use Power Director. Yes. Going live. Oh, awesome! You're going live, Grace. Yeah, yeah. Hope you have a great one. Great, definitely, definitely, definitely. So, 42 watching still, and 54. But like I said, on Tuesday, I'm thinking 5 o'clock in the community tab for Random Adventures 2.0. I'm gonna post that video from when I slept underneath this concrete point. It's a little concrete pillar. I'm not sure why that didn't get many views. I'm thinking because I had less than 500 subscribers back then. But I'm gonna just swing us around. Look at the sky, isn't that beautiful? All right, so this bridge down here is the Sunbury Bridge. It's the headlights over there. So that's the Sunbury Bridge. That takes you from Sunbury over to Selinsgrove. So yeah, with this being June, there's a lot of people that fish, get into night fishing and stuff in this area. But that bridge down there is the one that I 27 hours before my stroke, I did the bridge challenge, overnight bridge challenge. Great editing on a tiny screen. God bless you. He has blessed me. But I because that's what I learned. Because the first editing program I ever used, because I learned it on there, it's so easy for me and quick. I can do it very quick. The only difference is the reason I don't do a lot of shorts is because I don't film this way. I film everything landscape. And because I'm landscape, if I wanted to do a short, I got to make sure every clip that I do, I've got to be right in the center because it cuts off everything and makes it up and down. So if I'm standing over here and I do want to use that for the short, say it's a really good thing, all you're going to see is this right in the center, because it just takes the center third for a short if you're not filming vertically. All right. Enough about that. All right, so you guys got like I said, some really good videos coming up this week. You're going to be going into Monument Valley, Navajo Monument Valley, and when I leave there, I go up the road where I kid. Forrest Gump. Yeah. Forrest Gump stopped running. I pulled off to the side, grabbed the camera, ran it. Well, didn't run, but I went and put the camera in the center of the road, limped down further, and then did my rendition of running up there for the movie or for the video. So that is in that video, the Monument Valley. You're going to see that one Monday night. And then Thursday, you're going to see Arches. Now, that photograph that is on for Arches, the video for Arches National Park, I waited 35 minutes to take that one picture for that thumbnail. When I drove into Arches that morning, which was just before 7 o'clock in the morning, it was raining. The higher we climbed in elevation, it turned to thunder and lightning and rain and sleet and even snow. So I went all the way to the end of the park, waited for a couple hours, then I decided it was going to clear up, so I drove to the very first arch that we see, and I did a little hike up to it. And as I was walking up to it, if it hadn't rained, there would be no puddle. So keep that in mind. 0 puddles, all right? But there was a puddle there, and I saw the reflection of the arch in the puddle. And I thought, oh, but the sky was gray. But I looked over here and I said, oh, there's blue sky coming and the clouds are moving this way. I'll just stay here and I'll wait. And once it gets blue, I'll snap the picture and that will be our thumbnail. So 35 minutes waiting there, but we were in there for over 12 and a half hours just on that in Arches. That's going to be a great video. Really, really good. I haven't traveled as much because of the time of nature has unfortunately given me Lyme's disease. Oh, sorry to hear that. And I think I'm slowly getting away from nature. Oh, sorry to hear that, brother. Yeah, we'll be praying for you. I'm just going to scroll up because I think I missed some stuff. Think we're all caught up. So remember, if you got a question for me, just put 3 question marks in the comment section and I'll answer any questions that come through. All right. Oh, this is neat. Neat. Yeah, it's very nice here. There's a nice breeze coming. It's on my back, so it's coming upriver. Anytime the wind blows upriver on the Susquehanna, you're not going to catch many fish. Hate to tell. But that's what I've found. If the wind is blowing upriver, you don't catch much. Tony, T minus 3 weeks till baby time. Oh, I was just thinking about that this morning, actually. Running deer outdoors. I thought it was coming very, very close because you had said July. So if anybody doesn't know, they're having a baby in July. Yes. So Ricardo, hey Ricardo, Milo, how are you doing? You got a question? How did you enjoy your time in Utah? Man, I loved Utah. I really, really did. Utah was a very big highlight. A lot to see in Utah. Definitely loved it, Ricardo. Hey, Jake, the Oregon boy, brother. I really appreciate you watching my videos and commenting all the time. I really appreciate you, brother. God bless you too. I got in 1 hour later. Hope you are doing well. I am, and glad to see you here. You should be running a Rapala for those walleyes. Yeah, that'd be good. I know walleye like a little bit of sand, and I don't know where there's a sand point, but I think straight out, because as the river goes down, you know, it washes any of the stuff from the island, kind of makes a little point. I think if you cast straight out, you're going to be getting into some walleye. Hey, Shade Tree, we'll see you later. It's amazing that when your children get older, it makes you old. I know, right? I went to a church service today, this morning. Lisa and I, Miss 2.0 and I did. Actually, it was a church. Pastor Ebby had been praying for me on my travels, and we had gone there, and and he was talking, and not Pastor Ebby. They had a guest, and he looked up. He said, was talking about something. He looked up and he looked right at me. He says, "Them old guys." And I'm like, "Old guys? No, it's just the beard." So I am getting up there in age, but hey, I'm still young at heart, right? Walleye is the food of the gods in Pennsylvania. You know what? When I was younger and stuff, and Miss 2.0, my one friend Ted Laverty, and I would always go fishing. And if I wanted to go fishing, if I said, "Hey, honey, you mind if us go out and go fishing?" And she went, "Well," and I go, "We're going walleye fishing." She go, "Okay," because she loves walleye, really did. Because a lot of times when him and I would get back late at night, we would actually fry it up at night. So a lot of times at 11 o'clock at night, 11:30, we're frying fish. That was a long time ago. Yeah, I was in my early 20s. Well, maybe 20, 27. Hey, old grunt, how are you doing? You on the Nori Island? Absolutely, good fishing spot. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. I'm scrolling up here. Did I miss anybody? Any questions? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, 5 children older than you realize. Yeah, our oldest, so Miss 2.0 and I, we didn't want any children when we got married, but we always thought they were brats. But we had our first child, and then we had 5 more. So our oldest is 34, and our youngest is 19. Yeah. Hey, Brian, how are you doing? Yeah, and but yeah, so our children are spread out. It seemed like every 2 to 3 years we would have another baby. Yeah, yeah. So from going from not wanting any to 6, now we've got just coming up on 8 grandchildren. Still owe me a coffee date. Absolutely. Yeah, we got to make that happen. Make it happen. Absolutely. Yeah, we should go. There's a little 50s. It's a little breakfast and lunch place. It's set up the whole inside. I mean, they got little jukeboxes at the in the cafe, like at the every table. It's like a 50s place, and they got some pretty good coffee there too. My oldest is 33 and youngest 15. I'm a busy beaver. Yes, you are. Yeah. Oh, there's a boat coming up there. See it? Oh, look at that. Got a light on the end of my finger. Palmer's, yes, Palmer's. Yep. Well, we should do that. Meet at Palmer's. Yeah. I like Palmer's. Yeah. Okay. So he's setting up there. He's gotten to a spot. And can start fishing. I wish you could see his light. I don't see any coming around my light. That's one of the things I was worried about. The other night, as I was going home up near Danville, the amount of mayflies, it's June, someone ought to tell them, but mayflies going to June. The amount, it covered the road. It looked like it was a fresh sheet of snow, and it was all mayflies. And when you look up at the lights, it had mayflies swarming all over the lights. I thought that would have made a really good picture. But yeah, but the fish are probably all full from eating them right now. Can always meet me at 199 Antiques. Not sure where that's at. Yeah, it's going to be too dark to see underneath there, but it's all water anyhow, underneath the concrete pillar. But on Tuesday at 5 o'clock, I'm going to put in the community tab, put a link for that video that I did 3 weeks before my stroke. Like I said, it only got, in 15 months, 800 views. So I know a lot of people didn't see it, but I really enjoyed that one. That one was really nice. So you'll see a year younger and shorter beard individual, but heavier. I weighed a little bit more back then. Yeah. All right. It's in Tyrone, Pennsylvania. Oh, okay. I'll have to look that up. The Redneck City Boys. Alrighty, I'm joining a little late. Looks like you're on the Susquehanna. Man, you were absolutely right. You know what? This would probably be a pretty cool place for a meetup. I think it would be neat. We should try to do that sometime. Yeah, but this is the Susquehanna. I've done several videos around the area. Like I said, I did one where a stealth camp where I slept underneath the concrete pillar. I've done an alpine air meal under there. That was when I was scoping it out to see if I could actually do it. Down at the fiber dam, I cooked a meal that Sue B had sent me. Down in Selinsgrove, I've done several videos down there. The one where you see me with the construction hat, I did that one down there in front of, wow, that, I don't know if that's a cricket or what, that's loud. And it sounds like it's coming from the middle of the river. So, you hear that? That is really cool. Have a wonderful evening, says, oh, hey, Johnny Torres, Wiser Forest. Yeah, Wiser Forest, done quite a few out there. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. I need to go drop a hind quarter for the forest people. Ah, there you go. Alrighty, well, best wishes to you. Yeah, hey, Johnny, how you doing? Johnny and Mary, just such a great support of the channel and of me. Just really appreciate you two. God bless you both. And but right now we're out at a river. And I was just saying that on Tuesday in the community tab, I'm going to put a video that I did from right down there. It was a lot of fun. And then just downriver is that bridge. I did underneath that bridge for the March Bridge Challenge 27 hours before my stroke. And both those videos was when I was under 500 subscribers. Hey, Tylock 12, how are you doing? Keep up the good work, friend. God bless you. God bless you too, brother. And your family as always. Yes, and you too. Be well and stay vigilant. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Love the frog. Is that what that is? A frog? Grace Garden. Yeah. Looks like a typing error. Something Harrisburg. So, been thinking about that tree frog. Really? I know. Let's see. It's not going to be bright enough. I wanted to try to show you. There's rocks right over there that drop down to the river, where it protects it from washing away. Yeah, but like I said, yeah, just the sound of nature is just really amazing. Yeah. There we go. Beautiful tree. So, like I said, I think this is a silver maple. There's a lot of very large trees here. So this is a very shady and very nice park to walk. A lot of people will come here and walk, picnic at the Shikellamy Island here in Shikellamy State Park. I want y'all to see this bark. Oh. I'm going to bring my power source a little closer. And my book bag. All right. Because I want to lean up against the tree a little bit. So, yes. There we go. All right. So, did you, you did the video in the burning coal town before your stroke too, or 3 weeks before. So the very first hammock camp I ever did was in Centralia with my hammock. That's the town that's on fire. So it was when Izzy came up the coast, and I believe that was the end of January, sometime in January. But yes, a couple weeks, about a month and a half before the stroke. But that one's actually, believe it or not, gotten a lot of views. more so. I think because the name Centralia is in it. Yes, that one was my first overnight in the hammock during snowstorm Izzy, and that one was a lot of fun because my tarp started blowing in the wind, and it starts out like, hey, I think we got a dilemma here, and I got that music on like, dun, dun, dun. That was before I started using my intro music has all become the same intro music and the same exit music. Oh, I don't always use music anymore. A lot of times in my videos in the middle of it, unless I do photos, things like that. And I just realized I did do some just recently in the video of the Horseshoe Bend out in Pace, Arizona. I did do a music for that because I wanted to show you all some pictures. So I do use music in them, but I'm very selective when and when not to use music. I watched my very first video, Miss 2.0, and I watched it the other night. It was called Coffee in the Woods. I had so many editing mistakes in that video. Oh, they just turned the lights out. So many editing mistakes in that video. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe because I was I was just figuring out how to add music, and I'm talking and music starts playing, then shuts off because I forgot to take it out. And then I filmed my feet walking for like 10 minutes. So I just things I would never do anymore. I mean, I show my feet walking because we just saw that in the Horseshoe Bend. Hey, Craig, how are you doing? Nice meeting you and everyone else at the Swatera Park meetup. I recognize some of these people watching now. Yes. And yeah, oh, I want to thank Two Souls out for blessing me with coffee. That's who I had missed. But thank you so much for the 3 coffees that you sent for me. Blessing. And he's from New Jersey, drove all the way over here to New Jersey, and okay, I just heard gunshots. So over in the town of Sunbury, that's weird, because there's usually this end of Sunbury a little rough, but on the other side. But it's weird to hear gunshots. But anyhow, so I know when I did that, yeah, 2 more. Yeah, weird, because that would be in town. It's like, Tony, seriously, big thank you for all of the content you've blessed us with. Much love. Thank you so much, HF. Yes. So, yeah, I was going to go out. I've still got to go out and film a video for Friday. And over this past weekend, I was going to go out, but I wanted to meet Mark for coffee yesterday, so I knew Yeah, that was another gunshot. Y'all probably can't hear it. Huh. Okay. So anyhow, I know they ain't shooting duck hunting, right? Maybe it's not gunshots. Maybe someone's setting off a firecracker, like bang bang. Not. So with oh, what was I saying? I forget. Anyhow, let me look here. So it's been an hour and 34 minutes. Yeah, no. It's probably not gunshots, because I think with that spread out and not many of them, we would hear at least some sirens. We'll see if there's any sirens. Yeah. I was hoping we'd see a train because there's a train bridge that goes from Sunbury across the island and then over into Nori and then heads up towards Danville. There is a track on the other side that runs up that goes to like Danville on the other side. Yeah, no, kind of. Maybe that's a firecracker. Well, I tell you what, the breeze that's coming up the rivers is beautiful. It really is. Nice light. And I think we still got a couple fishermen over there. All right. So, looking forward to Friday night's video. I don't want to give away what I'm going to do, but got some things in plan. And we'll just see how it turns out. 61 likes. Great night. Thank you for all the thumbs up. We still got 33 people watching. I am going to probably shut this down very soon. Another bang. I kind of want y'all, if it is gunshots, I'd like y'all to hang on here for a minute. I'm not hearing any sirens. But I know there is a Turkey Hill right over here that's been robbed multiple times, both of them, just over the years. But, oh, I did want to say, when I was camping here, the one thing that I was a little worried about was just people coming down there. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to shine you around this way. So I'll look back into the parking, see that light that you see way over there. That's where that baseball field was, but this is over where our car is. And then I'm back, look over this way, right down there's the Sunbury Bridge at the other end of town. I'm not seeing anybody fishing over on the side, no lights. And yeah. All right. Oh, 37 people have just jumped on. Thanks for coming on. We were down to 33 and I was just going to shut her down. But if you have any questions for me, put them 3 question marks in the comment section. Oh, I didn't see that. I missed all these. Next video, Tony will be wearing a Kevlar vest and helmet. Maybe it's fireworks. I'm not sure. You heard them too, Jeff. Johnny Torres, sounds like gunshots. It did to me as well. But I don't hear any sirens. I'm thinking if it was gunshots, we hear sirens. Okay, it's hard to tell these days whether fireworks or gang works. Hey, Camping All Out, how are you doing? Hey, everyone, sorry I'm late. Darlene says, take us with you back to your car. Yeah, it's still good. Yes. Oh, cracking dated. Yes, Darlene is still good. Yeah, I call Darlene darling. Yes, yes. Yes, I am. Darlene says, absolutely. Man, I love hearing that. And someone said that was frogs that were here, and so I love that. Frogs are crickets. Yeah, I'm thinking if I walk back towards the car, I don't know if I'd be able to see where I'm walking without this light. But then I can't, it would light up around me. Yeah. Nah, I'm not sure what that was, but I'm thinking, oh, maybe not gunshots. But smash that like button, says Camping All Out. Absolutely. We got 63 likes. Awesome. Yeah. I'm just gonna throw that back in the backpack. So I've got my wire. I really want to go out to that point. Let's take a walk. I'm gonna see how this works. right, we got 40 people watching, so the 40 people that are watching, we are going to take a quick little walk. I want to collapse this. So I want to go over to the pier. So that's where we're walking. And I've got the light here. Oh, I want to walk into a tree. That's so funny. There's a path over here. Yeah. Let's go see. I'm not sure. I think everybody's done fishing on the pier. Ooh, look at this. A hand sanitizer. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, we got some fishermen over here yet. I don't want to disturb them. Let's see. Side. So, just using my light. You guys can't see the pier. Concrete pier, maybe you can a little bit. So there's water under there right now, pretty deep. So I was under there back in February, 3 weeks before the stroke. I'm gonna set this down, set the light back up. I'm getting y'all dizzy. I apologize. All right, let me hang this on here. Alrighty, we got 45 people. I don't know. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, they are definitely fishing. Did y'all catch anything yet? No? Aw. Yeah. So, there's a couple fishing out there. What's that? Oh, really? Oh, that is awesome. Y'all don't mind, I'm doing a live for my channel. I'm just going to walk up here real quick. So, I've got a little light here, but this is the point right here. It's called Curry Point. It's dedicated by Senator Franklin L. Curry in 2016. So that's the concrete pillar right here. And just walk to the edge. I don't have my light, but it comes out to a point. So when I was, oh man, that is really deep. Oh yeah, man. I'm at the very, very point. Here we go. Just look here. So we're at the very point of the concrete pillar, concrete thing.
What's
now,
your channel, guy?
Random Adventures 2.0. Alrighty, I appreciate it. God bless. Hey, you too. So when I was underneath of the bridge and camped out underneath here in the winter, I took the hammock and there's a concrete pillar back here and a concrete pillar over here. So I strung the hammock up in between. And then right now, if I was under there and I had the same exact setup, and you'll see it on the thumbnail because I changed the thumbnail, I would have been completely underwater with my hammock, completely underwater, because this water at the bottom of this concrete point, from the bottom of the concrete to the water, is only 2.5 feet at least. I take this light off again. It's at a very dim setting, so I'm gonna set you over here for a second because I gotta make it bright. So, because I want to see. I don't have my headlamp or anything. Bright as it goes, because I want to hang it over the edge and see. Oh yeah. I'd say that's about 3 feet. I don't know. I'm getting you guys all dizzy. There's it. You can see the water. So it's still daylight. We can see it better, but all right. I think I just pulled my light out of my thing on the backpack. Oh no, wait, maybe. Oh yeah. Sometimes if the switch is very sensitive, so if any part of your body hits the switch, it turns off. But yeah, so it's a concrete and it's got this railing around it. And that bridge that you're seeing right there, that's the Sunbury Bridge. That's where I was at for my March Bridge Challenge for Stealth Camping Alliance. All right, so I'm gonna put this back up here. Great light. Like I said, Jesse had sent me that light. Hey, Josh, how you doing? Hey, Tony. Josh and Jen here, absolutely. Hey, Harry Porter. Be well and safe travels. Thank you. Yeah, James, catch a big one. I don't have my fishing pole with me. Kind of wish I did. Yeah. Kind of wish I did. All right. Hey, Freezer Bound Outdoors. There you are. Hey, you ought to come here and fish. Right. But I did on Tuesday. I hit the button wrong. So I'm going to dim it down just a little bit because it's got to be really bright. All right. So I had this is good fishing around here, but the wind's blowing up the Susquehanna right now. So as the wind's blowing up, fishing is not good when the wind blows upriver. Hey, Mark Libby, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the coffee and spending time with you yesterday. Really, really appreciated it. Yes. Light. There we go. Yeah. What is it? Oh, Trini_Echo. Be safe, Kevin from Trinidad. Hey, Kevin from Trinidad. My mother-in-law was in Trinidad. We had one of the people that went to church with us. She was born and raised in Trinidad, and my mother-in-law went. She got invited to go there to Trinidad with her, and they went down. And she said she really loved it. She didn't love going on the roads without guardrails. So you're very welcome to next time. Absolutely. God bless you, brother. I had a lot of fun. We spent about 3 hours sitting just talking. Definitely. All right. Yeah, Freezer Bound Outdoors. Definitely coming again next year. Definitely coming. You have my reservation. Put my reservation in now. Book for next year. So it was a great time. Great meeting all the channels that were there. Really a lot of fun. Yeah, that fire challenge was cool. Oh, I don't have it. I don't have it with me, but I used a little 2-inch Mara knife in Flint that Anonymous had sent me. I used that to start my fire. It worked really good. Any news on rehabbing, says Darlene. Well, Darlene, yes. I go tomorrow at 11 o'clock back to rehab, to work on things, to see where I'm at, to see how I've been doing, and see what I can add to get me a little better going down, more progressing. 73 likes, awesome, and 36 people still watching. Awesome. Alrighty. So we've been an hour and 49 minutes. Lisa didn't get off. Miss 2.0 didn't get off till 11:30, so we can make this a late night. Just kidding. Yeah. I made her dinner. I made her did chicken on the grill, and then I made broccoli salad. I don't know if you ever had that. it's like broccoli, cheese, onions, and you do mayo, vinegar, and a little bit of sugar. I like doing it that way because you can, if you make your own, you can control the amount of sugar that you put in, and sometimes you don't even have to use sugar. All right, so I am working my way back towards the car. If I can see. Yeah. So if you noticed, I did trim my beard just a tad. Just a tad. It was getting a little crazy. So I almost cut it off. Almost. Especially when I saw in one of my older videos, and I was like, ah, man, you did look younger. So looked quite a bit younger. Yeah. Yeah, so there's a path that runs the whole way around here. There's docks. They used to be able to rent boats here as well. I don't know if they still rent them, but like pontoon boats. I believe kayaks as well. I don't know if you can rent bikes. Huh, that'd be cool. Not that I can ride one. So, while I'm walking, I'm not looking at the comments. I'll stop and look at the comments here real quick. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yes, I'm at Shikellamy Lookout. Good thing no more gunshots. Yes, no more. Oh, Josh, good. He has a pulmonary appointment, so everyone that is praying for Josh, continue your prayers. And tomorrow, getting a nebulizer, pray that helps, definitely. So Josh has diminished lung oxygen intake. I think you shared with me you were at about 26%. Mary, hey Mary, how are you doing? We have duck mull over, right? Ooh, over rice. Ooh, wow. Refried bean. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Yes. That sounds really good. Really good, Barry. Now, I don't think I've ever ate duck. I've never had duck. They said it's good. I know Stitch had duck, but I've never eaten duck. I'll have to eat duck one day. What better duck? There's a branch right there. I've ducked. Duck. Yeah. Oh, in that video, I hear noises. I think I just scared an animal. I gotta pull this light off. There is a ton of squirrels around here. A ton of squirrels. This light shining in my eyes. I usually don't. Usually I have a different light. We're gonna cut over to the right once I can figure out where I'm at. So you guys just stay live with me here while I walk to the car. If I keep the light down low, I can kind of make things out. All right, there's a bench. I remember the bench. So now we're cutting across grass. Oh, yep, there's a bathroom. So they've got bathrooms here. And believe it or not, the bathrooms in the wintertime, they keep them going all year round, which I found out. So when I was here that February, I had to use the bathroom. And thought, well, I'm gonna walk up, see if it's unlocked, and it was. And it actually had heat, so that was neat. So it had heated bathrooms, but like this one here wasn't open, so they've got a couple. I'm walking with my. There we go. All right, back on a path. Stop, check comments. Pull out my stove and cook. You're gonna make me hungry. Pull out my stove and cook. Yes. Peace and prayers to all. God bless you, Tony. Well, God bless you too, Grace Garden, and I'm enjoying watching your channel now that I know you. We got to meet. That was so awesome. I have to sign off. Good night. Yes, good night. Yes, yes, yes. Johnny told me you guys raise ducks. That's so cool. Okay. Yeah, I do have my stove with me. I've got the backpack. I've got the car all set up. Where's the car? I'm getting close. I think I'm getting ready to hit parking lot here. I think that's good. You know, I need to grab I should have grabbed my headlamp. So that have made it nice to walk. But this is lighting up my area good enough now that I'm on macadam, just shooting through the grass. It's right over here. And I added stickers. Rachel was over, and Rachel and I put more stickers on the car. So you can see big and tiny. Some different channels that we got to meet. So we got big and tiny right there. So we got some around the side. So it's tagged out. We got different ones. Foxy Outdoors, Woman Outdoors. A lot of people that I met that had stickers, I grabbed one from them and got them on here. Freezer Bound Outdoors is on the side over there. Just open. All right. Yeah, if I was thinking about it, I'd sleep right here. So we definitely have the car all set up. So I did put a fan in, USB fan, the other day. And when I was last weekend, I used the fan in the car, and I used one of the small power banks, and I plugged that in, and I'm gonna turn that light out because there are bugs flying in. So, and when I did that, I put the fan on at night. It lasted for 4 hours. It was a 20,000 milliamp power bank. I did that for 2 nights in a row, and I thought, oh, I better charge that up. When I put it on the charger, it has 4 lights that blink. When all 4 stop blinking, it means it's fully charged. Well, out of the 4 lights, when I plugged it in to charge it up, only 1 light was blinking, which are, all 3 were already lit, and just 1 was blinking, so it was over 75% full. Still, after using it for almost 8 hours running this little USB fan that I picked up at Dollar General last year. It was just a little USB fan, and I'll tell you what, that was just enough air. I've got it, if you remember the clothesline that I have going across, I have it on there with a Persic knot pulling it on one side, and that's hooked to near the handle on the other side, and it's right when I lay in there, it's right above my head, and I have it kind of angled. I can angle it up and down like this, and I've got it blowing down my body, so it makes a little bit of a noise. So when not that because I wasn't tired, I was very tired, but when I climbed in there, turned that fan on, decided to go to sleep, it was 20 seconds. I was out like a light. I was done. I was good night. All right. Glad to see I got to the car safe. Yes. Ran Adventures 2.0. This was definitely an adventure. Or so he thinks he does. Let's see. I supervised. Oh, Johnny. Uh-oh. Yeah. No, what a great couple. Mary and Johnny, you guys are awesome. You really are. Talking to you both, you're just real kindred spirits. Definitely. Yeah. And just so much love between those two. Definitely is. It's awesome. All right. So I slept in a tent in my little campground in front of my house last night. It's totally private. Can't see me from the road. Oh, neat. I'm gonna go on an angle. I'm sorry, I want to block the light so I can see that way. All right, so yeah, this, like I said, this is a pretty neat little park. Yeah, nice. And it's cloudy, overcast. It's gonna rain tomorrow. So yeah, that like I said, that little twig stove, free fuel. There's always, and oh, that's nice and dry too. So one of the things about that twig stove, why I like about it is because it is windy out right now. Yeah, there's a breeze, but it had that baffle on it. But yeah, just breaking up some sticks and just drop that right down in that stove. I don't have that stove with me. I was going to take the sticks with me. Put that over in the grass. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go, but there are Canadian geese that walk around here quite a bit. In Michigan, you can't be in the parks after dark. You are so lucky. Yeah, they have a gate, and it says about being in the park after dark, but if you're fishing, and they do have a fish ramp over here, so a lot of guys that do night fishing and stuff put in at the ramp and then go out ice fishing in the river and then come back late at night. So it is a boat ramp over there as well. And then they've got fishing docks over here, so pontoon boats and things like that. I see one boat out there, that one that went up the river a little bit. It's still fishing because I can see the red, the port, I think it's port and starboard's green. I don't remember. Used to go sailing on the Chesapeake Bay with my dad as a young man. He loved to sail. Tony, Jen wants to know where you're at. Josh, I am at Shikellamy State Park in Pennsylvania near Sunbury, Selinsgrove, Danville. It's a little park. I've done a couple videos around the area here. Can you see my post here? Yes, I can see your post here, James. But I have to tap it. Did I miss one from you? Random sticker adventure. Oh, sticker adventure. Yeah, I posted, maybe that's what you're asking about. I did post a new design for the like a new design for a t-shirt. It looks a lot like this one, but it says one adventure at a time. It does have a hammock on it, and I moved the YouTube down a little further. So I'm working on getting stickers. Someone's gonna help me with that. But a lot of people liked that as a sticker. So depending on all the, but let me see if I can, maybe you want to see more of the stickers. So that's this side. And let's work around the back. There's the car. And then here's some more stickers. And then across the back. Yeah. Oh. So I hope that's what y'all were thinking about. All right. So we're at 2 hours and 6 minutes. This is going longer than they have in a while. When you camped under the pier, you were below the high water mark, so you weren't in the park. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, I was below water. Definitely. All right. Keep it going, my friend. You are so funny, old Kraken David. Yeah, he was true. Technically, I was not in the park. But yeah, there's that. I do catch some sunrise, sunset. Just the colors of that video were really neat, with the different changing of the sun, the blue, the darkness at night, the fire that I had under there, and I had camo set up, netting and tarp set up. Really, it was really neat. I couldn't walk too close to the edge because even though it was ice, I didn't want to slip and go into the river. So definitely not. All right. Yes, technically I was below the high water mark on the post on the pier. Yeah. All righty. Well, we got 28 people watching. We got 75 thumbs up. Absolutely appreciate everyone. I'm going to go ahead and get packed up and get home. I've got a little bit of a drive. So does Miss 2.0. She drives this every time she comes to work. Did you trim the beard? Yes, I did. You know, I don't really know how to trim it, but I asked Miss 2.0 where the scissors were the other day, because it was starting to get kind of low, and not that it was getting scraggly, but it didn't look as good the one day. So I wanted to trim, so I combed it all up, and then I tried. I don't know how I did it, but I did it pretty good. Hey, Carl, how are you doing? I'm late. Yeah, doctor changed meds. Oh, so you sleep so much now. I almost missed it. Oh, yeah. But one nice thing about the lives is it always plays again. As soon as I end it, it goes processing, and then it'll be live. But Carl, really loved. I showed quite a few guys the lures. That's a lost art. Those lures you made, and I told them you made them and blessed me with them. Hey, good night, old grunt. All right, let's see here. Good night to next time, Tony. I hope for a camp with you. Yeah. Be praying for you, Carl. Yes, we'll be definitely praying for you, Carl. And if you need to call me, brother, give me a call. You got my number. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go. All right. I want to thank everybody for stopping around tonight. And if I keep looking at comments, I'll stay on this thing all night long. So thanks a lot for coming along with me. And we can't cue the music still, but you know what it sounds like. And it's like Born Supremacy music. And until next time. And Mary's saying goodnight to everyone. And I want to say goodnight to all y'all, and for sticking around and just for viewing things. And remember, on Tuesday, and it's going to be Tuesday now, I've decided Tuesday, I'm going to put the video from this pier, which was 3 weeks before I had the stroke. Yes, good night, Johnny. God bless. So that'll be Tuesday. So I'll give you something after Monday. And don't forget to watch the traveling videos. A lot of great stuff. And this one is dedicated, the one Monday. So make sure you watch to the end. And yeah. And that tough story. All right. So Tony, saying goodnight. All right. You guys have a great night and an even better week. And we will see you on the next one. Hey, Eva, good night. Blessings. All right. God bless and thanks, everyone. Hey, Ricardo, you have a great night. God bless. Good night. See ya.